go of me.
No, we're going to the car. Come on.
Please let go of me.
No.
Please.
On August 9th, 2023, Ohio officers responded to a check cashing store after employees reported a woman attempting to negotiate a $28,000 check with a paper identification document. The encounter ended in a felony arrest for theft, forgery, and identity fraud, and produced several legal questions worth examining in detail.
Hello, miss. You being helped with them right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you mind? You have paperwork for her? Yeah. Ma'am, do you have your ID on you?
No, that's the only one I'm getting a new one. I'm waiting for the BMV to send me like the hard plastic copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mind if I see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The issue.
Just taking a look at this real fast.
Okay.
Is this your current address on here?
Yes.
Quebec?
Yes, Quebec, yes.
Okay.
If there was an issue?
Possibly. We're gonna take a look here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the issue?
We just want to make sure that this is a proper document.
Okay, that's fine.
You got this from the DMV?
Yes.
Okay. All right, give me just a moment, okay?
Okay. I mean, I got, everything is, legit. I got it from, this I got from where I work. I don't currently work there anymore. I quit after this, and then I got that from the DMV.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, give me just a second here, okay?
Okay. And he can even call and verify it. I'm pretty sure there's a number somewhere. And then I have this tool also. This one here. That came out.
Is that one there?
This just says your address.
Gotcha. $205, copy of DL.
17 copy. 205.
Robert Zebra 104347.
You break it.
Two oh five. 10-4, thank you.
Alright, go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Oh, can I?
Nope.
I have to call.
Nope.
I have to call.
Right now you're gonna put your hands behind your back.
Okay, can I put this in my pocket, please?
Just put it on the counter.
Okay,
Put it down.
Put it on the counter. Okay, I'm
Stop.
going to.
Hey,
Oh, is that right there?
Hey, I have to call my kids.
Okay,
I
we'll
have
get
to
there.
make sure who has my
keep
kids
your hands
knows
behind your
what's
back.
going
Stop
on.
going. Stop.
I don't know what the issue is.
We're gonna figure that out here, okay?
Okay, so I'm being put in
Just relax here.
cuffs?
Yes,
Because of
just
what?
relax.
You're not even telling me what is going on. I don't understand.
We'll get to that.
I've never been in a situation like this. Like, I'm completely confused. Like, and you're not even telling me what's going on.
Your license isn't coming back to you. It's not an Ohio driver's license. It's a fake one.
How is it fake?
Click it right here.
Got that.
You gotta click that. Stop. Don't reach into anything. Stop.
No, because
Stop.
that's a violation of privacy. Oh my
No, it's
God. Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. You just can't go through my
Stop
things
pulling
like
on the
that.
cuffs.
They hurt.
You're under arrest.
They hurt.
Stop.
You don't have to do all this. Like, you're hurting me.
Keep your hands still.
Okay, I'm trying to put them down. If you
Okay,
would
then put them down.
stop.
Stop reaching for stuff.
Oh my God, what can I reach for? You're
Back
hurting
down
me.
these pockets.
I don't have nothing in my pockets.
Stop.
Okay, can you please let go of me? I'm not gonna go nowhere.
No,
There's
that's not
three
how
of
this
y'all,
works.
and I'm one person. Please do not touch my ass.
I'm just back
Okay,
of my
that's
hand.
fine, but I don't feel comfortable with you doing that.
I'm just doing it for officer safety here. It's the back
Oh
of
my
my hand.
God.
Stop
Can you
reaching.
please
No.
let go
We're going
of
to the-
me?
No, we're going to the car. Come on.
Please let go of me.
No.
Please let
No.
go of me. You're hurting me, bro.
Hey, walk.
Okay, I am. Can you please let go?
No.
You are hurting me. You are hurting me.
Out.
You're hurting me because
By walking?
the cuffs are pulling on my wrist. They're hurting me.
Well, we're not meant to comfort.
Okay, but they don't have to be this tight. I'm one little ass person. There's three of you. It's just ridiculous. Please let go of me.
No.
Please let go of me. Please let go. You're hurting me.
Go ahead and take a seat.
You're hurting me.
Seat.
I don't care. You're hurting me.
Buckle you in so you don't get hurt.
How the fuck am I gonna get hurt? I'm in the back of the fucking car.
Because it's state law to have you buckled in.
Can you at least move them?
Go ahead and turn the car on, turn the camera on. No, they're properly spaced.
No, they're not. They're tight. I'm telling you,
They're not.
they hurt. They are tight. How are you gonna tell me? They're on me. They're not on you.
You find a real ID?
Yeah, I gave this one. Well, I should have them read her rights and then she can.
If you want to go ahead and read her rights and let her know what's going on, see if she wants to answer any questions.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Miranda here. Let me make sure I got it right.
Here's who she actually is.
Gotcha.
I'll let you do that.
Is that even a good check? $28,000. Did they say if the check was bad or just the ID?
I'm sure they just checked the ID. She's got somebody else's social here. I'll let you go through all this.
Okay. Thank you.
First and foremost, and then
Okay. Yeah, let me just gather my thoughts for a second. So this was in here, and then
She has a forged government document
okay,
in someone else's name.
gotcha.
she's got other people's
There's another-
information in there.
Okay.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Yeah, when we get to jail.
I'm not gonna be there long.
Let me just set this on the seat for a second.
Sure.
I'm allowed a bond. I need to call for my kids.
All right. We can take care of that later. Okay.
Okay, how? What's
So
later?
you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court.
Okay, I have one question. Am I allowed a bond?
You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford one.
Am I allowed a bond, though? This is what I'm
We'll get all
asking.
this stuff figured out. Do you have any questions right now?
Just, I need to make a couple phone calls.
We'll get that figured out later, okay?
What's later? I have to get a hold of my kids so they know what's going on.
We have to get to jail and process it first.
Yeah, you'll get a call later.
What's later, though, is what I'm asking. I'm going to be worried. I have to call my fiance.
Okay.
And
Do you want to answer any questions about
somebody
what's
died.
going on here today?
No, I don't.
No?
And she said, well,
I'd rather be quiet because you guys are known to twist words.
But yes, she said somebody was able to.
I do have one question. When am I going to be able to get my belongings?
$300 in cash and
Excuse
put them all
me?
back into her purse.
Excuse me.
She said she canceled the
Excuse
cars that
me?
were taken
Excuse me.
when she started getting fraud alerts on the
Excuse me. Hello? Hello? When am I going to be able to get my belongings? Excuse me? Hello? When am I going to be able to get my belongings? That's the only question I have.
Man, we're gonna get that figured out, okay?
Why can't you
First we're
tell
going
me
to jail, then We're gonna
anything?
get you booked in.
Why
then
can't
you'll
you
be
tell
able to
me
make a call,
anything?
and then we'll figure out about your belongings, okay?
Will I be able, if I get bonded, will I be able to receive them back? My ID and my phone and my purse?
We'll get that figured out. I'm not sure all the details yet. We're looking through here and just trying to figure it out, okay?
Can't you tell me? You're the one that has my belongings.
3 socials, 2 DL, 3 DL.
The socials that are in there belong to me and my children. And you can look that up and you'll see that that's proof. Those socials are my children's and mine. Well, not even mine. Mine isn't in there, but my children's. I have 3 children, and I could tell you their names and their birthdays. Those are theirs. They're all my children. So everything in that wallet is mine. And it's nothing else. And like I said, you can look it up and you can see for yourself. Everything in my purse and my wallet belongs to me. And they're all legit. Like I said, you can look them up and you can check. And the 2 IDs in there are both mine. They both have my ID, my names on them, and my address. One is a passport photo, and the other one is a regular BMV one. I went to the Walgreens on Clark yesterday and got that done. The passport ID. And you can also look into that and see that that's the truth.
Anything else in there?
Not that I'm seeing that has any relevance.
Like I said, everything is mine and legit. Other than that,
Let him get out of here. So, what?
those ones are mine. Those ones are legit.
Okay, we still have to impound them anyway until you can prove that they are yours, okay?
You can call the Social Security office.
We
I
have to
can tell you
impound
the
them.
names on those. I have 3 children. So why are they being taken? Like I
It's
said,
all going to go with your property. It's all going to be impounded.
Impounded, what does that mean?
It means it's going into our property.
Okay,
That's
will
where
I be
people
able to
keep
give it
property.
back?
Yeah,
Because I can't replace those.
yeah. We have a property card. You get your stuff back once we're done. As long as you're able to prove that they're yours, then yes, you'll get them back.
You can call the
detective will
Social
do that.
Security
Yeah.
office on 73rd.
A detective will do it.
Everything in that, especially the 2 IDs, are mine in the purse.
Okay.
And you can check up with Walgreens on Clark. I went and got the passport ID yesterday.
Okay. Well, right now you're under arrest for identity theft. Okay.
Whatever. I'm trying to take care of my kids.
Hey, thanks.
She's in possession of.
Well, she's also in possession of a driver's license that has info on it too. So it's identity theft at the very least.
At the very least, yeah.
How many IDs does she have with different names on it in her picture?
This is the same.
Those are both the same?
Yeah, this is the same driver's.
So just the one? And then she's claiming these 3 social
Just the
cards are her
piece.
children's,
Yeah, piece of paper.
which all have the same last name, I believe, as her. Correct? Fuller? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that might all check out. So a paper ID for identity theft right now. Alright, we'll see about this check. Alright.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
How much time can I get for this?
Okay, so what they say? They said the check
They
was
said it's a
good?
good check.
Okay, it's just under that other lady's
Yeah,
name.
it's under someone else's name.
Okay.
But it's a valid check.
Alright.
Hello? How much time can I get for this?
That I don't know. That's up to a judge.
The first question is probable cause. Officers arrived with a citizen complaint from a commercial reporting party, personally inspected the document, and obtained a dispatch return indicating the license was not a valid Ohio credential. That combination satisfies the totality of circumstances standard for probable cause to arrest under the Fourth Amendment, and it converts the initial investigative detention into a lawful custodial seizure. The second question is the scope of the search. The subject objected on privacy grounds when officers searched her person and her belongings. That objection, while understandable, does not carry legal weight at that moment. The controlling authority is the Supreme Court's decision in Chimel versus California, which limits the area searched to the arrestee's person and the area within immediate reach, and the court's later decision in United States versus Robinson. Robinson holds that once a lawful custodial arrest has occurred, a full search of the person is per se reasonable. The officer needs no separate justification beyond the fact of the arrest itself. Federal courts have consistently extended this rule to purses, wallets, and items immediately associated with the person of the arrestee. The search here falls squarely within that doctrine. The third question is the timing of Miranda warnings. The governing framework was established in Miranda versus Arizona and refined in Berkemer versus McCarty, decided by the Supreme Court in 1984. Under Berkemer, warnings are required as soon as a reasonable person would understand that their freedom of action has been curtailed to a degree associated with formal arrest. The cuffing in this case is that precise moment. The arresting officer identified the correct procedural window, waiting until the subject was secured in the patrol vehicle before reading her rights. That sequencing is consistent with current training. However, on the supplied record, the advisement itself is audibly fragmented. The right to silence and the right to counsel are stated, but the recitation is interrupted by the subject's questions about bond. There is no clearly captured comprehension check or waiver. A truncated or interrupted advisement is one of the most common bases for suppression motions, and this segment warrants departmental review. The fourth question is the subject's invocation of silence. She stated in substance that she would rather be quiet, then continued speaking. Under the Supreme Court's decision in Bergheis versus Tompkins from 2010, that is not enough. The invocation of the right to silence must be unambiguous. An equivocal statement followed by continued speech does not bar further questioning, and the volunteered statements remain admissible under Rhode Island versus Innis. The fifth question is the charging structure. Under Ohio Revised Code, Section 2913.31, forgery is generally a felony of the 5th degree with elevated grading available where the victim is elderly or disabled. Under Ohio Revised Code, Section 2913.49, identity fraud is graded by value. The $28,000 instrument places the alleged conduct in the 3rd-degree felony range under that statute. The use of force evaluated under the objective reasonableness standard articulated in Graham versus Connor was at the lowest end of the soft, empty-hand category escort grip and standard cuffing only. On the grading scale, the primary officer earns a B. Probable cause was properly developed. The search was within Fourth Amendment limits, force was minimal, and the legal moment for Miranda was correctly identified. The grade is not higher because the Miranda recitation as captured is incomplete on the record. The subject earns a C, nonviolent but legally counterproductive in volunteering explanations and ambiguously invoking silence. 3 practical lessons emerge from this footage. First, probable cause is built through documented investigative steps. Not assumptions running the document through dispatch is what made this arrest defensible. Second, a Miranda advisement is only as strong as the record of it. Officers should complete the full warning, confirm comprehension, and obtain a clear waiver before any questioning begins. Third, the cleanest invocation of constitutional rights is and always has been a direct statement. I am exercising my right to remain silent, and I want a lawyer. Anything less leaves the legal door open. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our channel for even more police interaction and courtroom content.